colorless skin, tired eyes, I cold every flicker of fear. In the dead of night, I caught again.
Listen, AYAAN, Farah, if you ever hear this podcast, if you hear this
We're
episode,
on your side.
Yeah, 100%. Fight for your
Power
right.
to
She got
you.
herself a lawyer.
We don't
And this
believe
is-
you're a gang member. They haven't provided sufficient
No.
evidence to say that.
That's
Or
it.
not that you're a gang member, sorry. That you're affiliated or associated. You can't help who you know. That's the thing about Somalis. You can't help who you know or who you grew up with.
What about if her brother's
Depending
a gang
different-
member? Do you cut off your
That's
brother?
not her fault. No, but that's not her fault either. Let's say her brother is a gang member. For argument's sake, I'm not saying that's a thing.
Right.
But let's just say that's a thing.
Right.
Let's just say. Is that her fault? Did
No,
she
it's
like is that supposed to stop her from achieving what she wants to achieve? Just because this guy chose a certain way, that has nothing to do with her.
Sorry, you were saying something?
But I do think this.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like as Somali people, we need to rebrand ourselves. We need to come back and bring to the surface people who are doing great things. Because what's happening is the people who are making the most noise in our community are not representing us in the greatest lights. And it sucks so much that, you know, my brother, may Allah love him, he is turning 20 soon, and he is a brother who, you know, tends to the masjid and doesn't miss salats and doesn't have to be told to, you know, pray his salats. And of that age group, it's so hard to get them to pray salat. And the fact that he does this on his own, and mashallah, he follows the sunnah as much as he can.
And he's a boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
an
not
epidemic
fair
out here.
that another Somali guy somewhere else, subhanAllah, will, you know, be doing things that he knows he shouldn't be doing. And then where someone has to pay for it, my brother, may Allah love him. It's, as a community, we have to rebrand ourselves, because it's like, subhanAllah, it's like when you're Muslim and you're wearing hijab. You have to remember, you know, you're wearing hijab, you're representing this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the ones he loves. So you have to be mindful of the things you do. Yes, we're allowed to make mistakes. Yes, you're going to make it. You're a human being. However, it's like, we have to do better as a community. Whether it's kids who are young or elders who are older, we have to do better, be better, so that when things like this happen, a person will look at the TV and be like, that's not right.
Right.
That should not have happened to her. That should not be said about her. We have to collectively, as a people, like human beings
Defend
of no
itself,
color, we have to fix this, because Somali people are wonderful people.
Right.
But if we're constantly doing terrible things, and especially things affiliated to, like,
I think they focus on the terrible things a lot more.
they
'Cause
want
it's
to,
newsworthy,
but if
right?
you overweigh wonderful things and you're constantly having wonderful things being said about a group of people, and you see outlandish things like this, what happens?
Right.
It's an, like, you'll be like, a person who's not Somali will be like, man, that's not right. Like, Somali people are great people, you know, like, I just see how many awesome things they do. But unfortunately, we're of a time now where Somali people, some of them, the ones who are most known and the things that they're most known for, it's not being doctors.
Right. Can I also say that it kind of annoyed me that they kept saying, like, a Somali native. Like, in the article, it kept saying Somali. And I was wondering to myself, if AYAAN Farah saved a life at the airport, right? She saved a life. A woman was giving birth.
Canadian woman.
A Canadian,
saved a life.
or they would have been like an
And
airport
what's
employee.
affiliated with Canadian people, it's this idea of Canadian people are wonderful. So when you're using the word Somali as an adjective and not as, like, you know, a way
Not as a
to
nationality.
describe, it's crazy. And it speaks about, what do we need to do as a community? We need to rebrand ourselves. We need to fix
Change
our
the tone that
name.
we're mentioned in.
Subhanallah. Because it's not right. You should not be comfortable using Somali people as an adjective. That's not right.
Yeah, and it's always like
It became a characteristic.
Yeah,
that's not right.
That's how Somali of you.
It's not fair that at the hand of a few people who did not, you know, present themselves as the best of Somali people, because we're guests in this country, if you think about it. We're all guests in this country, and you want to present yourself wonderfully, and they didn't. And because there's so much of them constantly not doing well, that we suffer, the ones who do well, and you have to fight and you have to work harder. Why are we fighting?
I wish I'm not, like, even the gang members, right? Like, Vietnamese people have gang members.
They do.
Right? Chinese have gang members.
They're all together.
Ethiopians have gang members.
But they're all
literally.
together.
But they're all, no, there is a Chinese gang that has 100 Chinese people, 100 Vietnamese people, 100 Ethiopian people. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I never see Vietnamese gang kill da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
it's
you
always
see
like
that.
Somali gang in Edmonton,
No.
Somali gang in Winnipeg.
You do see that,
Do
but
I?
it takes longer to get to that level for them. They get away with it. They keep it under the radar, and they're within themselves.
Oh, so we have
They're
dumb
tightly
gang
knit.
members.
Yes, we have stupid gang members. That's the problem.
That's what it is. Yeah. The Vietnamese are smarter than us. Is that it? Man,
Oh, well, I mean, criminally, yes.
criminally, yeah.
Criminally, yeah. Way
Yeah.
smarter.
All right, well, listen, Somali gang members, anybody listen, either you step up your game, cover your shit, or
You know, or just
stop being a
or
gang
just
member.
tap out.
That's your two choices that you have. That's my advice to you guys. All right, so let's move on. Halima is shocked. She's like, what?
It's
Wait
just
a-
somebody needs to say it. Maybe not in those exact words, but it needs to be said. It needs to be said that they need to
Step
stop.
your criminal game up, son.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Step it up.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're not doing a great job at it. Just stop.